Hi, hello, I'm Des Martinez. I'm the Child Care and Development Local Planning Council Coordinator in San Diego County. I work for the San Diego County Office of Education, and today I'm going to share one way to support schools and childcare to work in partnership with one another for a more successful universal pre-kindergarten rollout. In this webinar, I'm going to go over where to find a list of all California schools, where to find a list of California licensed childcare sites, how to organize data to meet your county and or district needs, and how to create a Google map to better locate the childcare sites within a school's enrollment attendance boundaries. California school districts have been tasked with developing a universal preschool plan. The UPK Planning template addresses the need to layer programs to achieve full-day programming for 4-year-old children. The California Department of Education, or CDE, recommends that districts outreach and engage with their LPC and existing extended learning and care providers operating within the district's enrollment attendance boundary. Creating a map of schools and childcare sites within each district will help school personnel identify nearby extended learning and care providers. These partnerships are key to achieving full-day care programming and meeting the needs of families. In this example, you see a map of the Chula Vista Elementary School District area. The menu on the left incorporates 2 data sets. The first one is from CDE. Blue markers represent the location of schools within the district. The second data set is from the California Department of Social Services and represents child care centers and large family child care home sites. Licensed child care programs are categorized as daycare, or more commonly known as child care centers. The red markers represent child care centers serving children from age 2 through preschool. School-age care sites are represented with green markers, infant care centers are represented with gray markers, and large family child care homes are represented with yellow markers. It's important to know that there are large and small family child care home providers, often referred to as FCCs. The small FCC providers have a capacity of 8, and the large FCC providers have a capacity of 14. The California Department of Social Services only offers a list of large family child care home providers within the state, and that list does not include specific addresses as they are privately owned homes. However, the data does provide a zip code and contact information, which is what is being used in this map. As we zoom further into the map, we get a closer look at which schools have nearby or on-site childcare already established. By clicking the blue marker, we get details about the school. These details include the name of the school website, and if you scroll down on that menu area on the left, you'll also see the address and contact information for school personnel. When clicking on the childcare marker, in this case, we know it's a school-age childcare center because the marker is green. You'll see the name of the childcare, who operates it, its location, and some contact information. The childcare license capacity is also available. In this case, the capacity is 60. However, just because 60 is listed doesn't mean that is how many children are enrolled or that the program allows for all 60 slots to be used. There are many factors that the childcare must consider before determining the appropriate capacity for their program. It's best to contact the program to learn more about their desired or preferred capacity. If we go back to the original view and zoom into the left menu option, you'll notice small arrows pointing down. By clicking the arrow, you'll open a list of each site under each category. After clicking the FCC category, we're able to scroll down for a list of all large family childcare home providers in the school district area. Remember, FCC sites will not include addresses. When clicking on a specific FCC provider, you'll get their name, phone number, and email address. Some of our FCC providers prefer communicating by phone rather than email. When contacting FCC providers, if you don't get an email response, try a phone call instead. Another thing to consider is that FCC providers are with children during typical business hours. Therefore, you may receive the best response by calling them in the evening after typical operating hours. In the next few slides, we'll review the process for gathering, organizing, and uploading school and child care site data onto Google Maps. The following 30-second visual demonstration will guide you through the CDE website to the location of a list of school sites by district and county across the state. All right, now that you know how to download the CDE data, we are going to walk through how to organize that data so that it's easily used within Google Maps. Go ahead and start with opening the CDE data spreadsheet. This next step that I walk through, it's optional. The CDE downloaded Excel is a large file, and my computer often crashes when using large data sets. So to avoid computer processing delays, I copy this table, open a new Excel file, and then paste the values of that data within the new Excel. Once I have my new Excel file with the CDE data, I close out that original large file. My next step is to create filters and filter the data. I filter by county, status, and desired district. Then I copy the filtered cells and paste them into a new tab. I do this because I don't want to delete all the other data, but Google Maps doesn't recognize filters and will capture all data on the map. Since I want to only show district-specific places, I put that filtered data onto a new tab and place the tab at the front so Google recognizes it as the desired data set. My next step here is to delete any unnecessary data. It's up to you to determine what data your county or district needs when trying to identify school and child care partnerships. Last, as usual, don't forget to save your organized data file in a location and with a title that you'll remember. This is the file you'll use to upload onto Google Maps. Now, we've gathered and organized CDE data. We're going to go through the same process for CDSS data. The following 45-second visual demonstration will guide you through the CDSS website to the location of data for licensed childcare sites by childcare type, county, and zip code across the state. Now that we have a list of the family child care home sites and the child care centers, I'm going to narrate a process with tips on how to organize that data for use with Google Maps. Go ahead and open the CDSS data. And the first thing you're going to do is create those filters. You can filter by county and status. And I'm going to go ahead and delete all of the columns or information that I don't need here. So those have been deleted. I copy and paste this filter data into a new tab. And this tab is going to be specific to my county. So all San Diego County child care centers or family child care homes are listed here, which means I need to filter one more time. I'm going to now filter by zip code. Remember earlier I asked you to set aside the Chula Vista Elementary School District zip codes, or just note the zip codes on your desired district. This is where they come into play. So I'm filtering for only those zip codes represented in our example, which is the Chula Vista Elementary School District area. Once that's filtered, I copy and paste the data into a new tab one more time. And I place that tab at the front so that Google Maps recognizes this as the desired data for upload. I like to rename my tabs, makes it easier to find the data I'm looking for. And then as usual, go ahead and save your work. You'll want to save it in the location and with the title that you'll remember. This is the file you're going to be uploading onto Google Maps. Okay, so far we have downloaded both the CDE and CDSS data sets. We've organized both data sets. And now it's time to upload that data onto Google Maps to create a nice visual. You're going to open up Google Maps, find your places, maps, and create map. You can title your map whatever you'd like and add a description. And then you're going to add a layer by importing your school district specific data or your county specific data. Once the data is uploaded, I like to format the markers. So remember, our school sites are blue. Here you'll see that when you click on each one of those blue markers, you'll get information about the specific school. Now I'm going to import the child care centers. Again, I'm going to format the markers for child care type. So there's the daycare or child care centers. We're going to make those a reddish color. And you can also choose more icons. School age child care centers, we color them green. And I'm looking for the swing set icon. There it is. And the last one here, the infant center, locations, color that gray. Zoom in a bit so we can get a better view. Okay, and the last layer I'm adding are the family child care home sites. Once it's uploaded, we select the location. Then it's time to format those markers one more time. Family child care home markers are, make this a little bigger. So these markers are yellow and the icon is a house, just to make it a bit more visually easy to understand. So here is how your audience is going to see your map. When they click on any of the markers, it'll pull up information about the school. If you click those down arrows on the left-hand menu, you can get site-specific information. You can remove data sets, add data sets. When you're ready to share, you'll want to go ahead and click that option to share with anyone. Copy that link, and this will be the link that you share. That concludes the Map It Out webinar. I hope this information helps to promote school and child care partnerships for full day programming as UPK is being rolled out. My email address is on the screen. Please feel free to share your innovations with me as they're being developed. It's always nice to learn from and with each other.